Alright guys, it's Noah here with Custom RC Mods. Welcome back to a new build video. As you can see today, we've got the FT Mini Scout. I'm really excited to venture deep into the Mighty Mini series, something I've really never done before. But you guys can see we have the Mini Arrow and the Mini Vector back there if you've watched the channel. And those are larger mini planes, so they can handle like a 1300 milliamp hour battery and a A2212 system on them. However, these smaller planes can't handle anything more than like 800 milliamp hour batteries and like a PowerPack A size 1806 motor. So it's going to be interesting. I've got all those components, recently got them in, and I thought I'd go ahead and start out by trying this build. Then we can venture our way deeper with other things, smaller servos, stuff like that. But as you guys know, I do have a Simple Scout. I've built 7 of these so far, I believe, and I really love how they fly. Obviously, that's why I keep building them. They're great beginner planes. I actually learned off the Scout, but they're also great advanced pilot planes. They're super smooth, yet aerobatic. This one's set up to be nice and slow in scale, but it's just really a lot of fun to fly these things. You can add crazy stuff like flaperons. It's just a very reliable, trustworthy airframe. So yeah, I just keep that hanging up right here if you haven't seen it in any of my other videos. But today, like I said, we're building the Mini Scout, so hopefully a lot of those characteristics are going to be carried over to this smaller airframe. Yeah, it's the same exact thing, but the goal here is to get it to be able to fly in the backyard. If you guys saw the Champ build, I'm really getting into flying in smaller spaces. You know, going over the park sometimes is a hassle when you just want to fly a plane just around, and I have a decent sized backyard that we can hopefully be able to fly this Mini Scout in. It's not going to be anything special, but in terms of modifications, we're going to be, first off, reinforcing the undercarriage wings. That's one thing that I found in the FT Old Fogey build that's just really important, because obviously you don't have that double layer to complete the airfoil. So I'm going to be reinforcing that, as well as I'm not going to have any of those specially designed on the trailing edge of the wing and the horizontal and vertical stabilizers, like that kind of in-cut. I'm not doing any of that. I never really did it. I never really found the like of it, as well as I'm not going to hold any of the engine details or anything like that. Hopefully it's just going to be a super robust, good-looking build. I'm going to try to make it look like as much as possible, just like the FT Simple Scout right here. Maybe we'll have a little father-son action with that. But as you can see, yeah, we've got all the components right here. It's time to get into the build. Electronics-wise, we are running a Sunny Sky, a 1806 PowerPack A-Spec 2300 kV motor with a ZTW 20 amp Beatles ESC. Yeah, I think that's right. But pretty standard little setup. It should be good to go. And then the prop on that is going to be a 5x4 diatone prop. Pretty standard stuff. I've used it on some of my other builds with good luck as well. And then my servos, I'm just actually sticking to 9-gram servos. There's only 2. And I think that there should be plenty of power available just to carry the extra weight and reliability. I found that the smaller servos are harder to come by. They break easier, and they also tend to be a little bit more expensive than these Tower Pro systems right here. So we're just going to go with the 9 grams for now. The receivers and AR6-10, pretty simple stuff. I have these in a lot of my planes around the fleet. And my batteries here, I got 2 options. They're both 850 50C batteries from Nanotech Turnigy Hobby King stuff. This is a 2S. I think we're going to run the 2S pack for the most part, especially around the backyard. But the 3S is right here as well. Same stuff. They both have a large XT60 on them because that's just what I did. They came with JSTs, but I soldered them up just to work like that. So yeah, probably most likely the 2S, but we do have the 3S at our disposal as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is an 11 sheet of paper tile plan project right here. Obviously only on a single sheet of foam. We should be able to get this thing done tonight. So I'm really excited. I'll give you guys some more updates as we get going along. But let's head up to the time lapse and get on with the build. Alright guys, so as you can see, I finished up the build for the FT Mini Scout, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. It only took me about 2 hours total to build, which is pretty ridiculous, but I guess that's what you can expect out of a mini plane. Started it last night, finished it this morning, and I can't help but just see all the similarities between these two planes, just from the lines, from the build process. Overall, the Mini was designed first, and then the Simple Scout was a scaled up version of the Mini Scout, but you can see the build process is pretty much the same, and you get a lot of the same lines out of both these planes. The only major difference here is just that this one doesn't have landing gear, and the reason for that is obviously I'm just going to be flying around my backyard for the moment. There's not really a paved surface to land on, and you can't take off with these minis in the grass. and obviously landing, you're probably going to nose it over too. So I thought for the moment we're going to keep it lightweight, skip the landing gear for now, but a little bit later I'm going to try to get some thinner wire. They'll still be rigid, as well as some wheels that are a little bit smaller, so it doesn't really affect the flight performance in terms of weight. But other than that, I'm really excited with this build. Again, just rocking the 2S underneath. This is an 850 milliamp hour for starters, and then we got the PowerPack A1806 2300 kV and two 9-gram servos. I shifted the servos extra far forward in here just so it wouldn't have negative consequences in terms of balance and weight. So I think we did a pretty good job. As you can see, there's pretty good control throws on here, and they should be robust for the long term. The wing here is simply just under cambered, so there's not going to be as much lift as there would be on a full airfoil wing. However, I really like it because it's nice and simple, and it doesn't have any spar or anything. It really went together in about 2 minutes total. And yeah, other than that, as you can see, we've got pretty much all of the little details worked out between these two planes, all the way down to this little chrome engine cowling right on the very front tip of the turtle deck. So yeah, I really like how this thing builds. And of course, Simple Scout was my first plane ever, and I'm trying to replicate that experience with this Mini Scout, where I can fly it now in my backyard. Unfortunately, this is only a 3-channel, so I might upgrade it to a 4-channel a little bit later, but obviously that requires custom modifications. And I'm going to see how it flies with a 3-channel first, but then we'll investigate the next steps. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. I really like the end result of this thing, and hopefully you'll see some more flight videos, including a maiden coming very soon with this airplane. Thank you guys for all the continuous support you guys give me. We are well over 320 subscribers now, so if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Get that number up. I'm really working hard on these videos. Go ahead and leave a comment if you guys have any questions or other comments. I'd be happy to address them as well. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.